This content was made in partnership with Join Spark. Out of the cars from the Dubai scene in Furious 7, which would you own? I mean, well, if the Aventador is an option, that's a silly question. So you guys will have seen it already in the M3 GTR update video. Solid diffs on the M3 going on for, it's coming from Australia too, which I think is kind of neat. Gear wine, baby. Hope you guys are looking forward to it. The flat 4-cylinder engine built to be installed in electric cars.
This massive factory in Spain is building 1 million engines a year. And some of these engines...
Why do I recognize this guy?
And some of these engines have been specifically designed to be installed into EVs.
An engine in a weird orientation specifically designed to be inserted into electric cars.
I wonder how expensive that is to get that to work. Because I imagine the electronics is really freaking awkward to work with. So, I was going to make a video, right? Asking people... Okay, look. A lot of enthusiasts, most enthusiasts, don't like electric cars because of one thing. The electric car can never deliver on the theatrical experience that an internal combustion engine can. The sound is never going to happen. The power delivery is not going to be the same. And tuning and all that sort of stuff, not going to be a thing. But there is a few electric cars that make sound. So like, for example, the Porsche GT4 e-Performance. The GT4 e-Performance has, I think, solid diff bushings and straight cut gears in it. And so it sounds neat going down a track. Now, to be fair, is that as good as a V10, a V12, or a V8, or an inline 6? No. But it's a noise. And so I made a post. And do you ever just get kind of frustrated with people where you let's say you ask someone a yes or no question. It's hard to mess that up, but people do it. You ask a yes or no question, and inexplicably, the answer you always get is neither yes nor no. Like, do these people, when they take the SAT, do they write a paragraph across the Scantron? Like, how hard is it to say yes or no? Like, so I made a post called, "All EV sports cars suck, but do they have to? Can they be made cool?" Well, today let's find out. So I was like, all right, look, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. I'm gonna try and figure out if we can come up with a recipe to make an electric vehicle sports car that can at least appeal to some more traditional automotive enthusiasts. And so I listed 10 things that are important elements to what can make an EV fun and engaging. 1, must have sound that isn't synthesized. This can be achieved with straight tooth transmission gears and solid bushings for the diff and rear end. Just no fake, Dodge Daytona speaker sounds. Number 2, no gimmicks. No gimmicks that take away from performance and authenticity. No fake shifting, no unnecessary video game or movie graphics. Just keep it simple. 3, keep it as lightweight as possible. I know that in the modern age that's not easy to do, but do your best. 4, make it aesthetically pleasing with a good side profile. I know it's personal taste, but my example is the Taycan is almost good looking, but the side profile is awful. And sure, you might say, but that's not a two-door coupe. All of the fast two-door coupes are like the Pininfarina Battista, which is a very good looking car, but it's extortionately expensive. All the good-looking cars are 7-figure cars. All of the cars for regular people are hideous. So, moot point. 5, let's have 2 manually engaged forward speeds. I'm not saying you need a clutch or anything, but just whenever you're on a straightaway, you pull a lever and you switch into a gear that is for higher speeds, and then when you're in the corners, you go down a gear so that you have acceleration for the corners, just to have a little bit of more, you know, driver engagement, which maybe that counts as a gimmick. I don't know. Just, it'd be cool, right? 6, as few features as possible to reduce cost and weight. Your car should not be totaled by getting rear-ended by some dude in a pickup truck because your car is filled with cameras and sensors. 7, use batteries that don't combust when punctured. This might have already been solved, I don't know. I don't care, but it's important. No one wants to burn alive. 8, handling must be both engaging and effective. So it must handle good, but you also need good steering feel and feedback. That electric steering, however you want to call it, isn't as good as old steering for performance vehicles. If it's numb and there's no feedback, it's not good. It just isn't. Point blank. Let's do that. 9, world-class brakes. Do not be as lobotomized as Tesla and try to sell the public 1,000 horsepower f***ing anvils on wheels with subpar brakes. I don't know if you remember, but when the Plaid came out and people tried to track those, they lost their brakes almost instantaneously, and then they retroactively started offering them with carbon ceramics. Whereas, if you sell a 1,000 horsepower anything, brakes like carbon ceramics make perfect f***ing sense. What the f***? And then you want to put it in a heavy EV... It's in the past. It's still ridiculously stupid. And then 10, uses non-futuristic design language that is needlessly tropey to appeal to regular people. And so those are my 10 elements, ingredients, suggestions. And for whatever reason, the most amicable people in this conversation were the people who said, I still don't really want an EV, but the list is cool. All of the EV shills went f***ing insane and couldn't just add to the list. So like this guy, he said, everything you said is right, but I still want a gasoline motor. I'm like, all right, fair enough. And then this person hijacks the conversation. Neo Jaehoon, he's just needlessly defending EVs. This person goes, EV sports cars are just as sports cars as a gasoline one is. Sports cars come in all shapes and sizes. And I just go, that's not the conversation we're having. And I said, look, variation in power delivery, tuning, a unique soundtrack. And he goes, all of those are possible with EVs. If you're schizophrenic, like not a single person that was on the pro EV side was like, well, how about we add this, and this to appeal to the traditional enthusiasts? Like, everyone just wanted to be angry. Everyone just wanted to argue. It was weird. You ask a yes or no question, or in this case, add a list to the wish list of the dream EV sports car. And no one did that. But everyone wanted to talk about how my opinion was wrong, which was just cool. People just are so f***ing stupid.
Das war ein Befehl! Der Angriff steigt!
Is your car trying to tell you something but you need a translator? Time to join Spark to figure out what's wrong by having a chat with your car. Check your emissions. You can check codes and even have the problem explained to you. Do an overall health check to see how your car is feeling and keep track of its maintenance schedule so there's no surprises. All good now. If your car is trying to tell you something, then join Spark to listen. To get $15 off and learn more, head on over to sparkai.link/Tom-Wood.